YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown. It is your boys, Relle and King, back with another one for you guys. Episode 13, no Steve Nash. Listen, man, we're just here to celebrate the game that we love, and that's the NBA. Man, we got a few things to get into today, man. Y'all already know when it's Mondays, we got to get into the weekly recap. It's round 2 of the playoffs. We're going to talk about that. JJ Redick made some comments. We're gonna have to definitely get into that. And King want to get on something that LeBron seemed to do every year after if when he gets eliminated. We're gonna talk about that too, man. So King, you ready to get to it, man?
I am, bro. Let's do this.
All right, man. You already know how we start the show off, man. We got to start the show off with I was told.
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 Let's check out what JJ Redick said.
Jordan was drafted during his heyday. 6 teams were added to the NBA. There were 90 players added to the NBA. Like that does that not water down? I'm not talking playoffs, by the way. No chance we're talking playoffs. Does that not water down the regular season to a degree?
Let me read this tweet right here.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to NBA Strife. He says, I've always found this statement by JJ Redick to be quite comical. The NBA's expansion during Michael Jordan's era was only 72 players. The expansion by adding the Charlotte Bobcats in 2004 and the expansion of active team rosters over the years, the NBA actually has 192 more active players now from when MJ was winning titles. And when you take this even further and factor in all the rule changes, the load management, the addition of the gather step, the lack of physicality / defense, the addition of the hand checking and 3-second rule, which has allowed more spacing, even the addition of the play-in, you gotta add that in there too, has made it even easier than ever to get into the playoffs. Watered down, y'all are swimming in the ocean today.
Mm-hmm.
So King, man, what's your thoughts on that comment made by JJ Redick, man?
JJ needs to no longer comment on basketball that happened before he played.
It's official.
Yeah, it's official, bro. He might be a great coach in the long term or whatever, but JJ got to stop, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, just leave it be. Just play basketball. Be with players that play today. Make a name for yourself today. Don't worry about the players of the past. Players of the past, don't worry about what the players of the future doing. Just embrace it and enjoy basketball. Stop hating. Just stop hating. Simple as that.
You know what's crazy? He did this on Shaq's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaq didn't even try to correct him or anything. I got my opinions on that, but I'm gonna leave that alone. No, you 1,000,000% right, bro. This is not the first time JJ has spit in the face of the NBA of yesteryears, and I don't know where this is coming from with him, man. But it's getting ridiculous, bro. This statement made by NBA Stripe is right. I 1,000,000% agree. I've always said I'm not downing the new NBA. We talk about both new and old here on the channel. We celebrate the NBA in general, no matter if it's new or old. So I'm not dogging them, but we definitely do have to be honest with how the game was played back in the day compared to now. It is a whole lot more open. It is a lot easier now to get into I think we talked about on our show before, the fact that now there's 10 teams in each conference. There's 20 teams. Out of 30 teams, 20 teams have a chance to make it to the playoffs now. So it's a whole lot easier now for you to make it, right? So when you talk about watered down, there's so many opportunities to make it to the playoffs and win championships and all that stuff. It's night and day. And so I don't understand why they continue to keep trying to bash the era that paved the way for them. I don't know where that's coming from. And a lot of people are speaking on this from ignorance. you would think JJ. I think JJ. You would say JJ's more of a kind of a basketball historian.
I thought so.
You would think so, right? But like I said, but you're still speaking from ignorance when you talk about this type of stuff. And I've said this a million times. Like, we live in an age of information now, so it's not very hard for you to just simply learn this information and find it. Now we got these portable devices now right here. They can tell you anything that you need to know, but people would rather go off of whatever they hear, or just go off of I'm just gonna say whatever can get me clicks or whatever, or get me eyeballs or get me engagement or whatever the case is. Right? That's the age we live in now. We live in the age of misinformation. That's what we live in the age in now.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's when you get the people bumping heads and all that stuff. People arguing back and forth, and nobody taking the time to actually learn what they're talking about. So that's kind of discouraging to hear. Like you said, hey, JJ could be a great coach. He could be. But that still does not take away from the fact that you said something that's extremely ignorant.
Yep.
And I want to thank NBA Strife for kind of breaking that down the way he did. It's like, bro, y'all, if you talk about easier, you would think today is easier. How many times we heard these former basketball players say, man, how many points would George score in today's NBA? How many points would you think that Iverson was scoring in today's NBA? Kobe in today's NBA? All this old type of stuff. I've heard this so many times.
Dirk.
And now all of a sudden you telling me it was easier back then. Yeah. Come on, bro. How many times we showed games, King, old school games, and we're showing how the paint is packed? That's back in the day when you had the center and the power forward in the paint.
Yeah.
And you still had guys like Jordan and Drexler and Dominique and all these guys still getting into the basket, being touched on the outside with the Derek Harpers of the world. They're still dropping 30. We talked about this so many times on the channel, bro. But like I said, we as we move further and further, nobody wants to try to gather the information and get the knowledge of what they're talking about. Just go by what you hear. That's it right there. So like I said, we live in an age of misinformation, bro. And that's it's discouraging, really. That's why you always hear me say you can't talk basketball with everybody, bro. You can't talk sports with everybody because there's stuff like this. But go ahead.
It's no, I was just gonna say it's stuff back in the day that they did that they don't do here in the new era. You feel me? Like, just we talk about it all, like the mid-range shot and all, like having that shot, just simple things. But it's stuff today that they do in the new era that guys in the old eras would never dream about doing at all. Like, it's just pulling up and shoot so many threes and things like that. Like, nobody thought about doing that. It's just a development of the game, bro. Nobody should down anybody's game. You played in a different era. You feel me? It's the same game, but a different way. And the game has changed. And it's like, you can't tell me I'm trash because I played the game with different rules than you did. So just let it be, bro. Let the game just get better. And second point was about the playoff teams now. Every year, damn near every year from this point on of having a play-in, you're going to always probably have bad teams or teams under 500 that's going to have a chance to be in the playoff now.
Yep.
With this rule now, that's going to be every year now, you're probably going to have teams that are under 500 that are going to be competing to get in the playoffs, that can be in the playoffs and get a brand new season. So, like you said, to say it's watered down back then, or it was watered down, that's ridiculous. We're making new rules to try to get people to stop tanking, but to say it's watered down, yeah. So that's all I gotta say about it.
Hey, probably should have said, "Did you ready to pause?"
Yeah,
yeah. Nah, like I said, I agree, bro. That's just crazy to me. When I saw that, I said, "Yeah, this dude here." Oh man, that's along them lines of the former basketball players being, would say teachers and firemen or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, come on, man.
Shout out to Strike though, man. We were told.
Yeah, we were definitely told, man. But yeah, you got anything else you want to add to that?
Nah, bro. Only thing I got to add is that was definitely brought to you by Fanatics. This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem them in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
Yes, sir, man. You already know we got to do this, King. You all know we do every Monday. Got to get into the recap. All right, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's playoff time. Playoff time. So let's go ahead and get to these playoff predictions, man. So now we are now in the semis, the second round, King. Up first, man, we got the Pacers versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, the Pacers are down 1-0 to the Cavaliers are down 1-0 to the Pacers. Who you got in this series, man?
Spoiler alert: the
Mhm.
Cavaliers are down 2-0 to the Pacers right now.
Yep.
This series over. I thought I wanted to make sure. I thought this was one of the series, even before today. I was like, with Indy winning that first game, I started thinking this could be a problem for the Cavaliers, and with them losing both games at home to begin the series, I think it's over. I got the Pacers winning in 6.
Ooh. Listen, you already know. I told you the Pacers. Every year I got that team I keep telling folks to look out for, and this year it's the Pacers. I've been saying it. I've been like the Pacers are one of them dangerous teams. They have just enough defense on their team to keep them in games, but they have offense. We already know if you led by Rick Carlisle, you're gonna have a good offense. So I'm with you. I think what's hurting them too, the whole Derek Garland. What's the boy name? First name? Sorry.
Darius.
Thank you, Darius Garland. Him being out kind of hurts the Cavaliers too. They need that extra weapon on the outside. But listen, the Pacers, bro. I'm telling you. I know people kind of don't like the Pacers right now because of what happened in that first series with Tyrese's dad and all that stuff. But the Pacers are a dangerous team, man. And this kind of go back to King, which this kind of go back to the whole Donovan Mitchell thing, bro.
I need to say
It's
something
still,
about
yeah. I was going to ask you about that, bro. I mean, it down 2-0.
that.
Going back to Indiana, bro. What's up, man?
Like I said, I have no problem with Donovan Mitchell. I hate when I say stuff like this because y'all set me up for people to hit me up in the comments and all that. But I have no hate for Donovan Mitchell at all. I just don't think he's a number one. And without that number one, I don't think Cleveland's going to win a championship. Like, if you do usually without a number one, usually sneak one, usually when situations happen. But a situation not happening now. And I don't think Cleveland's going to win with Donovan Mitchell as their number one. That's always been my opinion.
You know what's crazy? I think I saw a stat. I don't know how many players done this, but Donovan Mitchell is one of the few players, and I think in history or something, to lead two teams to a number one record in each conference or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They won 64 games. Would this be a failed season, bro, if they lose in this round?
When Utah lost in the second round, was it a failed series? When they had 60 wins? Was it a failed season?
Not according to Hawks fans. But but no, listen. It's gonna be a long off season, bro. Because it's like, what else does Cleveland need to do?
Get rid of Donovan Mitchell, but they getting that contract.
Yeah, he got the contract. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. They already changed coaches, so it's like, what else do you have to do? What else is there to do? So I don't know. But what you got this? You said you got to go in 6. I'm gonna say. Bro, I'm gonna say 5.
Okay.
Pacers.
I'm gonna say so. I think it's gonna go. I think the Pacers is gonna split in Indy
at home.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I think Cleveland gonna win the one in Cleveland in Game 5, and the Pacers gonna beat them in Game 6 at Indy to end it.
Bro, could you see them sweeping them?
No, I don't think they're gonna sweep them. I got a series though where I think it could be a sweep though.
I'm gonna say 5, bro. I'm gonna say 5.
I got you.
All right, man. Check this out. We got the Celtics and the Knicks, man. So far, the Knicks is up 1-0, King.
Yeah. Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to Freezy.
Shout out to Freezy, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna still go Boston in this one though in 6.
Okay.
I think, and I'm gonna go tell you why. Boston lost the game. It went in the OT, right? They didn't score a bunch of points. And they were up by 20 and they missed 43 threes. So We'll see with
So
game two. Game two would decide if the Knicks beat game two, and I think it's the same thing. I think it probably is over if the Knicks win game two, but I don't think the Knicks gonna win game two.
I don't think Knicks gonna win game 2 either. But I agree with you. I think I got Boston in 6. It's gonna go 1-1. Then I think Boston's gonna split with New York again.
Mm-hmm. And then win in the final two.
Yeah, win the final 2.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it. It could be wrong, like you said, and it's going here and win the 2 in Boston. Then we got a different conversation. But like I said, these are predictions, so definitely not going. I'm not standing on these. Like I'm not standing on these hills. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna say Boston in 6. I'm gonna say Boston in 6. All right, man. Let's see what we got next, man. It's your favorite series right here. Got the Timberwolves, man. You got Baby Jordan, man, versus the number 7. I would say Washington Wizards. Golden State Warriors, man. Who you got in this series, bro?
So this is a tough one. I was going.
I'm gonna tell you the score of the game right now.
No, you don't got to tell me. I already saw what was going on, so I know the situation. I was going to go with the Warriors in 7. The Warriors, I think, are up right now in the game.
Oh, they definitely up.
And but Steph Curry left the game with a hamstring injury. So I don't know. That was earlier. I don't know how serious that may be. So I'm hoping he's okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna still go with the Warriors in 7 to get it done. But that changes things up depending on Steph Curry's health, though.
I'm with you. I'm gonna go Warriors 7 for these reasons here. Matter of fact, the Warriors are now about 21 points now without Steph Curry. So listen, man, I swear this is not me hating, bro. The Wolves beating the Lakers might have been their Super Bowl.
It was. That's why he was so excited saying we beat Luke and LeBron. Who else can we? Who do we got worried about?
And the Warriors got a better defense.
Yeah.
Than the Lakers.
It was a matchup.
So, and they got playoff Jimmy.
Yeah.
They got battle tested Draymond Green. They got hot or cold, cold or hot, Buddy Hield.
Yep.
I'm with you. I got the Warriors at 7 on this one, bro. If the Warriors could still win in Minnesota, bro, that'd be huge. Like I said, right now they up to about 21 with like 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
But bro, if Ant does it though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would, if we're going off of my favorites, like I probably would choose New York to win it first. Maybe not because I know Freezy would. Oh my goodness!
You know what?
Shout out to Freezy though. I mean, get one.
Now that we're nomads, I don't even care no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even care. I want Jalen Brunson. I would love for JB to get one, and woo, that would hurt the Mavericks too, as far as their situation and knowing that. But other than JB, it's Ant, bro. Like I would love for Ant to win a championship. Like if that's we watching the coronation of Ant, and it's like happening in front of us, and I get to watch another player where it's like, all right, that's happening, then I wouldn't be mad at that. And Ant's only 23. That'd be incredible. So I can't think of any player that's led a team at that point that was leading the team really in this modern era to a championship.
Oh, you said 23. That's who you did there. Listen. No, what was I about to say? If he gonna do it, King, you better do it now.
Yeah.
This is it. I mean, ESPN's crowned you, national media's crowned you, Twitter's crowned you, Facebook's crowned you, Instagram's crowned you. Every fan around the world has crowned you. You better prove them right.
Yes, bro. This is
you only get so many of these. You the guy, you the mix Jordan up and all that stuff. You only get that so many times, bro, before people start saying, "Hold on now, what's really going on?"
It's a big championship, bro. This became out of nowhere like a nice championship is about to be, because like SGA, we didn't get to him and all yet, but he can put himself in the conversation as that dude. Ant doing it so young is like, whoa, this guy must be something because he's doing it at 23. Joker can put himself as a top 10 in my opinion. Steph Curry solidifies himself as a top 10 in my opinion if he does this one. Jalen Brunson becomes Captain America like I thought he always could be. And Tyrese Halliburton is just going to have one of them weird careers I was saying in Playback earlier. I feel like Tyrese Halliburton going to have a career where you look at like regular season and all, you may not be able to judge him as well or as highly as he should be. But then he's a winner though in the playoffs. It seems like though.
Does that sound familiar? Does that sound
What
like
you mean?
another Indiana Pacer?
Oh yeah, Reggie Miller. You're right.
I'm just saying.
You're right. So I mean, that's the way it seemed like Tyrese Halliburton career gonna go. But yeah, this might be a nice ring though, bro.
Hey, if Tyrese Halliburton make it to the East Conference Finals, is he better?
He better. He better, bro. He better.
I'm sorry.
We tried. Trae Young keep trying to sneak back and be like, all right, because Tyrese Halliburton be trashing the regular season sometimes and all that. But I think Tyrese Halliburton has officially passed Trae Young, and now Trae Young will have to catch back up to him. Now it's not like
Yeah, bro, you know how many games this dude will get you like double-digit assists with like one turnover or no turnovers?
Yeah. That's what he does, man. So, shout out to
crazy,
Hallie,
bro. But yeah. Last but not least, King, here we go. Your favorite two teams of all time, bro. You got the Thunder versus the Nuggets, bro. Denver's up 1-0. They won by 2 in the first game, the first matchup. Who you got in this one, King?
Shout out to Playback. I was basically in the comments or on stage, actually, probably like the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. And I basically called this game of what it was going on, like play for play, coach's decision, dumb stuff he was doing. It was awesome. But I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets in 5.
Ooh.
I'm going with the Denver Nuggets in 5. I think the Thunder were punched in the mouth yesterday. You know how we always talk before about the Mavericks when you saw it before, and you'd be like, when the Thunder get punched, it's a wrap. I watched Chet go choke at the free throw line. When I saw him and yelled out, he probably gonna miss one of them, and then when he missed the first one, he gonna miss the second one too. I watched that again. The same situations they dealt with happened all over again. I'm going with the Thunder to lose this in 5 games, and I think you know what's up. You know what's crazy? I think the Nuggets gonna win game 2.
Listen, I'm gonna say this because I had this conversation with my pops. I said this when he said, "Oh, the Thunder gonna win because they number 1 in the West," and I told him the same thing happened last year when people was crying the Thunder, and look what happened. They fell in the second round. It looked like they're playing another. Well, no, that was 5th seed last year. When I said they playing another 4th seed, but I mean, could history repeat itself? I agree with you, bro. I got the Nuggets in. I say 6. I respect the Thunder. I'll say 6. Look, bro, I've said this. You know, I've said this before we started doing Cap and Crown. I said the fact that there is nobody on the Thunder that I fear. Like if you take Shea out, right? You already know what Shea gonna do, right? Take Shea out. Who else on that team do you fear? No. I don't fear. I've been saying this for the last like 2 years now. I don't fear anybody. I don't fear Chet. I don't fear Jay Will. That's not to say these are not good players. It's just that they don't strike fear, right? And I also feel like those are kind of players that I don't think that they should be your number 2 and your number 3. Now, if you put for them being a young team, you would say, yeah, they're 2. It could be a 2 and a 3. But if you want to take that next step, those guys need to be those pieces around maybe a Shea in that one more person. They can fill in those positions around those guys, right? But for you to be counting on them to be your second and your third option, I don't see it. Like I said, I can only speak from how I feel. I said this last year we played them. I don't fear Oklahoma City like that. You let Shea go get his or whatever, and you just take care of everybody else, and you just let the chips fall where they may.
I'm not scared. I'm not even. The thing is, the weird part about OKC, they got a couple holes. One, I think their coach overrated. I keep yelling that over and over. When they went and started doing the fouling guys to let the Nuggets get 2 shots and get 2 free throws, get easy buckets, when it was like 20 seconds almost left in the clock. And I'm like, bro, why are you fouling them right now? Like, I know they need a 3 to tie the game, but it's 20 seconds left. You give them easy possessions where they just going to foul you now. And you just got to miss 1 free throw and you still give them the opportunity to do it. Why are you giving them points? Like, not yet. Chill and wait out, let the game play out. He kept doing that. And I'm like, bro, that's going to cost you. Lo and behold, it cost him. Second thing, Shea don't scare me. Shea, you could, like you said, you could pencil in what Shea gonna get you. It's never like, it's not usually Shea gonna go tonight and drop me 50. He's gonna get you 30. That's what Shea does. He gonna get you 30. Like, so you know Shea gonna get you 30. And I know they won 68 games, and Chet been injured this year and dealt with injuries. but this is a sophomore slump, technically third year slump, whatever you want to call it. This year ain't been. This is not where Chet's supposed to be this year. Chet's has not taken the step that you thought Chet would be as far as looking at Chet and thinking that Wemby and all that. Chet's way behind Wemby this year. When Wemby was healthy, Chet was the way Chet been playing this year. He's nowhere near Wemby. So like that's a step behind. But there's little things you notice like that. Man, they got mashed up again in the playoffs. They won. So if they lose this series, they talking about Shea and the Thunder now as far as they almost won 70 games.
That's a good question, bro. I definitely want to see that.
They beat the Pelicans without Zion, and they beat the Grizzlies without Ja.
And remember I asked you that when we talked about the first round? I asked you that. I said, is this another New Orleans Pelicans situation where it's like everybody was crowning them when they blew out a team that was undermanned and everything. And then when they play a real team, it's like, wait, hold on. Now all of a sudden I'm hearing the excuses rolling in for them. It's like, no. You said that they were the second coming. You said they was up there with the 86 Boston Celtics, the 2012 Miami Heat, the 96 Bulls. You put them in that category. Now all of a sudden they match up with a real team and they're struggling. Like you said, Chet is supposed to have taken that next step. We haven't seen it yet, which is why I was just saying a minute ago. I don't trust him being a second or third option on the team. He's not there yet, right? He be fine playing the Porzingis role where you like a fourth or fifth option or whatever, right? Just fill in when you can. But if you looking to count on him to be your top three options, bro, I don't see it. That's not the knock the kid. He's talented. He's good. I would take Chet. But I'm just saying, as far as what you're asking him to be on that team, and you think that's going to elevate your team, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
He already played 3 years.
They're going to max him.
First year. Would you? I know they're going to. Would you max him?
Bro, you know what? It's funny you asked me that. I was sitting there listening to this clip that Jordan had said years ago. He's 1,000,000% right. Because I was thinking about the Atlanta Hawks, and they were talking about how they signed JJ. What's the boy name? Jalen Johnson on Atlanta to that max contract. And I think DeMond was kind of complaining, like kind of saying something about it, like he probably shouldn't have signed him to that or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, like, Jordan was right. We're signing these players based off their potential and not what they have done.
Yep.
And so, and then it's when you start falling into that trap of, okay, well, you sign him to that big contract. He still has not met that potential that you thought he could have had. Right. And that's when you start getting to the point where, like, well, damn, I can't trade the guy, or it's hard for me to get off that contract, or you're taking pennies on a dollar when you try to trade him. And so, I mean, they're going to pay him. They're going to pay him, bro. What they're going to pay him, I don't know. But for me, I mean, I'm not paying him like, can't take a contract off the top of my head, like 120 or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to see you have a more consistent, healthy season. He had that one healthy season, and then he surrounded by two injury filled seasons. One where he was out the whole season, and one where he was in and out the lineup all season. So
weapon to your head, and you had to make a decision: who you keeping, J-Dub or Chet?
Probably Chet.
They got decisions then, bro. They about to get shaky in OKC because they're going to start paying people money and all, bro.
Yeah, we already talked about that too.
Yeah, on draft picks, they're gonna mad if you got to start paying.
You just paid. Remember, I think they extended Caruso, right?
Gave Hartenstein at 30.
Yeah, you gave Hartenstein at 30. Now you got to pay Chet. Did J-Dub and Chet come in the same year?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Chet missed his year.
Yeah,
and then I think and then SJ about to be the highest paid player in the NBA.
Yeah, because he about to be another first team, so
he about to take Luka's contract.
Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be interesting, bro. I mean, this is what they should have saw coming, bro. Pause, but you know how that go.
You know what's crazy? You would think the team that's prepared for this would be OKC, right? Ain't that what happened to them before?
Yep. You said James Harden going to Houston? Oh, okay. I didn't know what you said. I didn't know what you meant. But yeah. I mean, but yeah, I got Nuggets in
6.
Yeah, I probably got Nuggets in 6, bro.
I can see the Nuggets sweeping these guys, but I got them in 5, bro.
Dang. You said get them up out
of there. Okay. When yesterday game was one of those moments again I watched and I'm like, bro, Nuggets just gave them like they were at home too. That was in OKC or whatever, bro. Like the Nuggets came back from down and just like
they
dog
did
walked
that
them
to them
back,
at their
bro.
house.
Yeah, like dog walked them back. I think the Nuggets gonna win game 2. And if the Nuggets win game 2, this series done. Like I get them out of here. I think the Nuggets might win 3 in a row if they win game 2. That's how I'm saying. Like I think OKC about to be done. And I've already told you before, they're a bunch of bark and not real bite. And when you punch them in the mouth, they fold. You see Lou Dort and them out there getting elbowed in the face by Joker and all that, laying on the floor and all that type of stuff. It's a difference when you bully a bully. And that's what's happening right now.
Is Lou Dort really a bully?
No.
Okay, gotcha. Let me say something too, man, about that last series with the Nuggets and the Clippers, bro.
Don't say nothing. No, you don't get to say nothing about that. But go ahead.
Nah, bro, I got to. You was right. You was right, bro. It's gonna be on wax. You're gonna hear from me right now on May 6th. I'm gonna say this now. I will never in my sports life ever again, ever pick a team that James Harden is on in my life ever again. I'm not doing it, bro. This man is the worst sports choker of all time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This man want to give an homage to a game 7 by giving you 7 points. How many you had one job to do, bro. One job. Listen, it's like people saying, like, man, you sorry, bro. You ain't doing nothing with your life and all that, right? And then you just like, man, I'm tired of people calling me sorry, saying I ain't doing nothing with my life. Man, let me go get this job and make money to get a house or whatever, right? Ain't that something that you want to do? You want to like try to better yourself? Like, maybe, man, he's saying I'm this and that and this. I'm gonna go out and do this now. Yeah, I'm gonna prove him wrong, right? This dude continued to keep feeding into the same stereotype they have of you, bro, that you don't show up when it counts. And I'm just like, bro, I don't believe this, man. Cause I remember you said that, like, bro, I can't pick the Clippers because of James Harden, and look what happened. Game 7.
Not with James Harden. Not with James Harden is one of the main 3 guys, bro. Like he would have to be like a number 4 option, 5 or something like that. Like
how King. There's another thing too. I don't want to ever shout to Freezy. I don't want to ever in my sports life hear nobody say that James Harden is better than Dwayne Wade. I'm done, bro.
Bro,
we can go to the next subject. I'm done.
No, I want to say one last thing on James Harden, where he a choker. And I'm sorry, James, man. Like, bro, you do what you do, you whatever. This dude, it's not even about the bad field goal percentage or having a bad game where you get like a couple points and all that. That's a different conversation. I got that. James Harden stops like trying.
Yes.
Like James stops like shooting the basketball on you. Like, bro, where are you, James Harden? They need you. That's what shows me I will never believe in James Harden, bro. Like I've seen it enough times. I've seen James Harden against teams where you would think he'd be thinking barbecue chicken at this point. It's the playoffs. This is over. Go cook them, James Harden. And he just he shrinks and says, I'm gonna shoot the ball 3 times or so in the whole game. Like I will always remember him against the San Antonio Spurs when nobody was playing and he lost and he was doing nothing. Screw that Golden State series. They talk about that game 7 and all that.
When that game they shot, what was it like? 27 missed 27 threes or something like that.
That was against Golden State. That was Golden State.
Okay,
when they had the 3-2 lead and in game 7 they had a lead, but the team was just missing every 3. And bro, I've seen this too many times, and that's another reason why Luka. We going to Luka Doncic again. Luka's not James Harden. You feel me? Like that, they're not the same. Like Luka's still going to at least get you 37 to 40 points. You feel what I'm saying? At least try on that side. Like, okay, James Harden just goes. He disappears.
Completely disappeared, bro.
They didn't lose. So, you know how folks always say James Harden can't win because of his play style? I don't think that's true. I think James Harden could have won with his play style. Same way Braun could play with his play style. Luka, it's not about his play style. He chokes. It's not about James Harden. Play style gets you where you're supposed to go. He gets all conference finals, all that stuff. It's not about it's not, oh my God, his team got there, man. His play style, this team figured him out, and his play style don't work, and they're gonna beat him and all that. No, that's not how he lose. He lose because he don't show up. And it's like, where is your play style right now? We need you. He's like, I can't play. So,
bro, the man dropped 28. What was it? Like 28, 7-7, game 6, and just said, "All right, I'm good. Y'all got it."
Yeah.
In game 7, like, bro, come on, man. Like, so I wonder who we gonna blame it on this time.
I already told you. Once game 5 happened, I didn't even watch game 6. I didn't even know it was game 7 until game 7 happened. When game 5 happened, I said, "Well, whoever win game 5 gonna win this series." James Harden showed a dud that game. And I was like, bro, that was the major swing game. He showed a dud. I came in the playback.
He
was like, I don't
played
even know
good
that.
in 4. He played good in game 4. Followed up with a
said-
trash game 5. Played good in 6 and followed up with
And
a
then
trash
followed-
game 7.
I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have to watch the rest of this series, but I know that the Nuggets are going to win this series now. They lost to game 7, I guess. I didn't even pay attention to that. Game 6 they lost. They went to game 7, and lo and behold, the Nuggets end up beating them. It didn't matter. I said it didn't matter if the Clippers won game 6 or not. I told him I don't care if the Clippers win game 6 by 100. They're gonna lose this series or lose game 5, and they lost.
Boy, that's just trash, bro. But yeah, I'm never picking the James Harden team ever again, bro. I don't care if James Harden the 10th option. I'm not picking him, bro. That's crazy.
I would never let you put my house on James Harden, bro, ever.
But it's a good thing I didn't put your house on it, because man.
But
I wouldn't even blame you. Like, boy, I told you not to go for James Harden. But check this out, man. You sent me this the other day. We could do a little debate on this. So this is the top 10 players under the age of 25 and under. All right. So check this list out, King. You tell me, man, who you got. If you want, we can rank them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We got, of course, Tyrese Halliburton right here as the main. They don't have many in order. They just got them. Just a list of people they got, but we can rank them.
This is not in order, you sure?
Yeah, I don't think it's in order, bro.
I thought it was in order. You sure, bro? I think it's in order. I think it's in order.
Yeah. My bad. I didn't see Tyrese right there in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they got Ant Edwards first. You got K second. Ant Edwards first. K Cunningham second. Victor Wembanyama third. Yeah, exactly. Tyrese Halliburton fourth. Evan Mobley fifth. Ja Morant sixth. They got Paolo Banchero seventh. They got LaMelo Ball eighth. Jalen Williams 9. And then of course they got Afram Sengun at 10.
Shout out to K.
Is this list correct, King?
I had to sit and think about all the players to know if they got the right players, but it seemed like it's right. Shout out to K being number 2 already on this list. I don't know if I have number 2 already on my list, but shout out to him being there because I really think he will be there. Shout out to people that said he wasn't that and all that. But I see Paolo down bottom. Paolo just having tough times as far as the end of the season and all that stuff, but I think he'll be fine. My issue, let's see. I think Evan Mobley too high. I know he just won Defensive Player of the Year and all that stuff, but I think as far as an individual talent and all that stuff, I think he's too high. I would probably put Ja and Paolo above Evan. I mean, you could have Evan above Paolo. I wouldn't be mad at you, but I would put both of them above them. I would have Anthony Edwards number 1. I would have Tyrese Halliburton number 2, as wild as that sounds. I would have.
You probably meant Ja Morant number 1. What you
nah, this is crazy because I would say I want to put Ja Morant number 3.
So you moving Victor all the way down to 10? That's what you're doing?
No, I ain't moving Victor down to 10, but they glazing them too hard, too fast. Pause. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go Anthony Edwards number 1, Tyrese Halliburton number 2. I'm gonna go K 3, Victor 4, Ja 5, Paolo 6, Mobley 7, Sengun 8, Jalen Williams 9, and I would have LaMelo Ball as 10.
I'm not mad at that. Give me. Actually, you know what? I'll take the top 4 as it is. I will move Ja up, Paolo up, then Evan Mobley, Then I'm gonna say Şengün, Jalen Williams, and then LaMelo Ball's last.
Yeah, well, I'm about last.
Yeah, LaMelo still gotta show me something, bro. Because
But we agree,
mean,
Anthony
what?
the best. The
Yeah,
best player out of them. Okay,
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. He the best out of all of them. Paulo's a little too low for me. Um, Paulo is the number one option on his team, so
Yeah,
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so Paulo. Yeah, Paulo. Then just Ja, then Paulo. I'll give. Gotta respect Ja, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
I know he did some crazy stuff or whatever, bro. But I mean, it is what it is. Still don't take away from his talent, man.
Yeah, I don't think if you had the rest of the team and took away Darius Garland and what's his name, Donovan Mitchell, I don't think Evan Mobley like leads that team to like a damn near 50 win pace or nothing like that.
Nah. Like Paulo's a number one, Ja's a number one, Tyrese is a number one.
Everybody on
Victor's
that list is number one.
Yeah.
But Evan Mobley.
Well, and Jalen Williams.
Oh, J-Dub too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but he's close with it. He's as a number two. Like Evan not even a number two.
Nope. But I would pick Evan over Jalen Williams though. Because Jalen Williams shouldn't be a number two. That's what you said earlier. Oh, okay.
Shots being fired. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, just keeping it real.
Right. Okay. Not bad, man. Not bad. But yeah, man, y'all let us know in the comment section, man, what y'all's top 10 of the 25 under is, man. Y'all heard ours. Let us know what y'all's is. All right, man. Let's go ahead and turn the page, King. You already know, bro. We gotta get into this little segment that we call pause. LeBron James, King, check this out. This is what he tweeted. Unfortunately, because of my knee injury I sustained at the end of the season, I won't be able to attend the Met Gala in New York tonight, as so many people have been asking and congratulating me on. Hate to miss an historical event. My beautiful, powerful queen will be there holding the castle down as she always has done. Take it away, King. What's on your mind, man? What's on your mind?
Shout out to Bron, man. I got the jersey in the background. I guess for this reason, I didn't have it there for this, but it's ironic that I do. But yeah, bro, I Bron got to pause. I always say this. I'm not blind to why Bron haters dislike Bron. Like I understand some of the things that he does. It's not like I'm not when I'm a fan of folks, like I'm not like a blind fan. I'm not like one that says you do nothing wrong. Like I can't see if you like yelling at the referees. I can't see that. You feel me? Like I can see if you're yelling at the referees. I have eyes too. Like I can see that you need to be running back down the court and all that type of stuff. And with saying that, LeBron loves to control narratives, bro. Like you don't have to. This isn't the first time that Bron has made it known that he was going through an injury right after he's lost the playoff series. I'm like, bro, just let it be, lose, keep it moving and all that. It's always something to try to like put him up high on a pedestal and say that something happened because of something. It reminds me of Hulk Hogan in wrestling. Like you can't just lose. Something got to happen or whatever like that. You got to be super Hogan. It's like the same thing with LeBron. And I hate that because he always try to control the narrative when you don't have to. He LeBron James. LeBron, this is the extra part of your career. This is the sprinkles on top. I told you I think LeBron is solidified as a number 2 player in the NBA. What he's doing right now is trying to distance himself from anybody else trying to be number 2 now. That's what I feel like this extra over the top. He can't be. He's no longer number 1. So you can't be the GOAT. He cannot be the GOAT in my book. There's nothing else he can do now to be the GOAT. So with that being said, is how much can you distance yourself from the next person trying to be the number 2 player? And with all this playing 40, whatever, and possibly winning the chip if he can, and the numbers and all that stuff, having the best year of anybody at this point, at this age, that's all extra on top. It's not going to take away from his legacy or anything like that. So he don't have to do these type of, like I feel, small things, I should say. And I just think you need to stop this. Stop controlling the narrative, bro. You are who you are. Just be who you be. Screw the haters and keep moving, man. Go. You should have enjoyed Met Gala if you wanted to. Don't let a knee injury, or I don't want to say it's a fake knee injury. I think he did get bumped, but I mean, Anthony Edwards got bumped. You feel me? I know he's much younger, but it's playoffs, bro. You made it to the end of the season. It is what it is. Keep it moving and let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, bro. Like I said, I ain't got too much to add to it, man. Cause like you said, he does do this every year. It seemed like what was it last year or year before, whatever. It was a hand or whatever. He had the little wrap around his hand after losing in the playoffs. I'm like, bro, you gotta stop doing that, man. You know what I'm
When he
saying?
got swept by Golden State.
Because if you had won, I don't think he would have been talking about he was hurt and limping and all that stuff. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Yeah, but I agree with you, man. So, in other words, you saying LeBron got a pause, huh?
Yes, sir.
And what was that statement brought to you by King?
Playback. Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
Yes, sir. You want to get to some of a few questions before we roll?
I got a couple. First and foremost, shout out to Darius for still being our number one fan, man. I'm had to make an emoji for him. I think he took Kareem and Koi's spot. Darius is definitely our number one fan now, bro. And our number one hater at the same time. It's crazy. Richard says, just wonder, just how does JJ know what championship shape or shape to be a number one with or in the finals? I have no clue, Richard. He's been multiple times in the finals as a number one. So shout out to JJ, man. And that's not like I say, bro. I hate doing that type of stuff because people don't think you're joking and all that stuff. Like, I know JJ was a quality role player. You feel me? Like, JJ, that's why he's a great coach and all that stuff. He was a great college player and all that. JJ was a great player. He had a great career. Like, everybody that makes the NBA can't be a Hall of Famer and all that. It don't mean you didn't have a great career. He had a great career. But he was nowhere near number one in the NBA. Nowhere near. He was never a top 3 player, I think, on a team at any point. Like, sorry. Richard also says, I will always be a fan of the Denny, but the Magic are a good, fun team, and so are the Hawks. Hopefully, they both make the correct moves going forward.
I mean, the Hawks did get rid of Landry Fields, so we're going to see.
Yeah. He also says, so what does it say about the loser of this game? Take both teams, guys. I don't know which one you mean, Richard. I'm sorry. And let's see cousin here saying James Harden, great score, but too much flopping for me. Never been a fan. Eesh. CJ said Harden had like 12 turnovers in 2015 Western Conference.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy, man. I forgot about that. You're right, CJ. Like, Jesus, man, 12 turnovers.
And Richard said Franz should be on there. Is Franz better?
To be honest with you, Richard,
over LaMelo.
Ooh,
LaMelo fell that far yet? Well, we question if Franz better than him.
I need to see Franz one more year.
Yeah, I got to see Franz consistently just do it from the beginning to the end. Like, I need Franz to really be that. If he's not an all-star, like, you feel me, fringe all-star, we like, damn, Franz should have made the all-star game. You feel me? Like, I need that type of season for Franz.
I need Franz to beat Jalen Williams.
Yes, at least Jalen will. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I need him to be Jalen Williams. If he beat Jalen Williams, then we have a conversation.
I agree. Richard said LeBron for Giannis. Hey, shout out to the Ringer, bro. Did you see that they said the places where Giannis said he would prefer to go? They said there were 2 places. I don't know. You know it's the Ringer, so take it and leave it. They said the one was New York, obviously. The other was the LA Lakers. But they don't get nobody because people want to leave the Lakers. So.
You said Luka and them having dinners.
Hey.
Listen, man. But yeah, man, listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all already know, man. Rocking with your boys for another episode of Cap and Crown. We will be back here on Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
On Wednesday, y'all. That's tomorrow, yeah. We'll be back tomorrow, man, for another episode. If you guys are new to the channel, into NBA content, as you know, new or old, go ahead and do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button. Join us here we normally have them on Mondays and Wednesdays, it was a long day Monday, man. So we ended up having it today. But normally we have them on Mondays and Wednesdays, y'all. So every Monday and Wednesday we have shows for the people out there, man. Also too, everybody hit the like buttons, man. Hit the likes also help out the channel tremendously. So y'all to do us a huge favor, just simply hit that like button. Also too, man, speaking of shows, we have shows every Friday for the members. Okay. Just simply hit that join button next to the subscribe button right there, man. Consider becoming a member of the channel. I think we did have a new member, King. I don't know who it was, but shout out to them. So yeah, welcome to the Glow Yard membership. Like I said, we have shows every Friday morning for the members, man. So you can join us here on Friday mornings. Also, too, man, follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geeks, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. I guess we'll try to get a show in sometime this week. We had a death in the family, so we didn't get to have a show last week. So we're gonna try to get one in this week. Waiting on Cuz to go watch Thunderbolt. So once he do that, I guess we can have a spoiler discussion on that. But we'll see. We'll try to get a show in, but just follow us on that channel, man. Help us get to our first 500. And like I said, we talk about all things in the geek culture, about like movies, television, like Marvel, Star Wars, DC, all those good things, y'all. So if you're into that type of stuff, man, anime, all that, if y'all into that, that's what we talk about over there. Kings, everything else, man, I'm forgetting, man.
Follow me on my other channel with my wife, my crew, I should call them. My wife, Queen, my brother Travis, my homeboy BA, Justin, and my homeboy Devin as well. We done 2 episodes already of We Talk Combats. If you're watching this show right now, do me a favor, go over there and just hit the subscribe button. Just do that and like one of the videos if you could, even if you like the content. If you don't, do the same thing for Cause We Geek. Jeez, I almost called you We Talk something else. Got too many We Talks in my head. But
We Talk.
yeah, definitely go over there, hit up the channel. We got a great turnout so far. We're gonna keep dropping content every Sunday, usually 3 p.m. Eastern. We talk about Raw and SmackDown. This Sunday we'll be talking about Backlash as well, because there's a PLE on Saturday. So join us over there. We talked about the boxing matches as well that happened over the past weekend. So if you're interested in any of that type of stuff, check us out over there. Other than that, share, and more share. A like is an equivalent of a share, guys. You know the story. Help us out. We're trying to get our faces our ugly faces, I should say, to more people. Just help us out with a share, trying to get to 5,000 subs. Y'all know the deal. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow. And Captain Crown, no cap.
The Warriors are now up 90-78 with 5 minutes left in the fourth
I
quarter.
thought you about to say they up 90. I'm about to say, what?
You know, I mean, hey, we've seen similar. But listen, man. With all that being said, man, it is your boys Relle and King of Cap and Crown. We will be back tomorrow, guys. Same NBA time, same NBA channel. Cap and Crown.